Welcome to the Sandia National Labs Homefinding and Homebuying program. If you're planning on buying a home in the near future, stay tuned and you'll learn about an amazing solution that can put you in the home of your dreams faster and with substantial savings. Sandia National Laboratories is partnering with Welcome Homefinding and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Drysdale Properties to bring you an exclusive home buying and home financing solution designed specifically for the needs of Sandia's employees. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is one of the nation's leading real estate brokerages, and Welcome Homefinding is a premier mortgage finance company that is a joint venture between Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Drysdale Properties and CMG Financial, the nation's second largest privately held mortgage lender. It features a team of local experts that can help you find and finance the perfect home for your needs. It also features large discounts on typical costs associated with buying your home, like big discounts on real estate commissions, plus big discounts on mortgage closing costs, plus an additional down payment boosting platform called Homefinding for first-time buyers. You'll get the best rates on a full range of financing products, superior service, and the experience base of two industry leaders. Through Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Drysdale Properties, you'll get a full suite of home finding and home buying services, from finding the right neighborhood to identifying the right home to providing expert assistance with negotiating a price and managing the transaction all the way through. And depending on the home price, you'll get a discount of between $500 and $5,100 off real estate commissions. Talk to your Drysdale Properties agent for more details. And through Welcome Homefinding, you'll get access to every loan program imaginable, from standard conventional loans to FHA loans, VA loans, and jumbo loans. Plus, when you work with Welcome Homefinding, you'll get exclusive access to two game-changing programs for home buyers. Homefinding, the only down payment boosting platform that lets buyers gather down payment gifts electronically, as well as build a bigger down payment while shopping online. And the exclusive all-in-one loan, a program for higher cash flow borrowers, which can save thousands in mortgage interest and pay off years sooner with no change to spending habits. We'll talk more about these two amazing programs in a minute. As a Sandia employee, when you finance your home with Welcome Homefinding, you'll enjoy an additional discount of up to $1,500 towards closing costs, depending on the program. Even if you're not a first-time buyer, pre-qualification for a mortgage is always an important first step in purchasing a home. You might already know roughly how much you've saved up for a down payment, and maybe even how much you can receive in down payment gifts from family and friends using Homefinding, which we'll go into detail more on shortly. The pre-qual process allows us to gather a few facts that help start to paint a picture of how much you might be able to borrow. Altogether, you'll have a good sense for your total buying power. There are a few other really important benefits of the pre-qualification process. First, your loan officer can check for any obvious credit issues that you need to be ironing out while you're building up your down payment, and they can offer guidance that can save a lot of headache later. It opens up a dialogue with that loan officer about what kind of mortgage program might be best for you as well. It gets you started working with professionals who have done this hundreds or even thousands of times, and it can help you set goals and plan your purchase for maximum success. It also allows you to work more effectively with your real estate agent so that they can be more effective in showing you properties that fit your financial profile best. Next, let's talk about how pre-qualification fits into the overall process and how it is followed by pre-approval. A common question is, what's the difference between pre-qualification and pre-approval? And do I need both? The short answer is yes, there is a difference, and yes, you do need to do both. First, getting pre-qualified is an essential starting point for the process of buying a home. It gives you an idea of where you're starting from and helps you start planning. Getting pre-approved for a mortgage shows that you're serious about making an offer in the near future. The pre-qual process is very easy. Just supply your loan officer with the answers to some basic questions, no documentation needed at the time. The benefit is that you get to start your planning with some serious guidance from your loan officer instead of getting surprised at the end. In contrast, the pre-approval process requires actual documentation, tax returns, pay stubs, W-2s, a loan program selected, credit report, etc. The pre-qual is meant for you so that you can start the planning process, whereas the pre-approval tells the seller that you're qualified and the lender is ready to lend you the money based on the information presented. If you haven't been pre-approved, an offer would only be contingent on financing, whereas with a pre-approval, the seller knows you won't need to make your offer contingent on obtaining financing. So as you get close to the time you want to make an offer, you'll want to get pre-approved for a mortgage. Talk to your loan officer about the right time to do that, given your goals. But for now, first things first, you should start the easy pre-qualification process as soon as you're ready. As a Sandia employee, you may fall into one of these three traditional types of buyer scenarios. First, you may be a senior employee who is relocating or ready to move up to a much larger house. Second, you might be a move-up buyer who just needs a bigger place. And third, you might be a newer employee that's ready to jump into the real estate market for the first time. Regardless of which group you fall into, the Sandia Homefinding home buying solution can help. If you're a more senior employee who's recently transferred or buying up, we can help you find the right home and finance with very competitive rates on 30-year fixed-rate loans, or if you want to pay down and build equity faster, 15-year loans that feature some amazingly low rates today. And for buyers with solid cash flow and who want really fast payoff, unmatched flexibility, and interest savings, the Sandia Home Buying Home Finding program has access to the exclusive all-in-one loan. The all-in-one loan is the first and only combination mortgage plus checking account, a fully transactional mortgage. What does that mean? It means instead of depositing paychecks into your checking account, you deposit them into your all-in-one loan. That drives down your loan balance, immediately saving interest compared to a traditional fixed-rate loan. The lower loan balance stays low and saves interest until you need some of your money for expenses, at which point it works just like a regular checking account. A lower loan balance on an average daily basis can save you interest, often 25 to 40% of what you'd pay on a comparable 30-year fixed, leaving you more money to pay off faster with. Typically, the all-in-one loan can pay off about twice as fast with no change to spending habits. Talk to your Welcome Home Funding loan officer for more details. If you're a move-up buyer, perhaps mid-career employee looking for a little more space, there are great options that Berkshire Hathaway Home Services and Welcome Home Funding can present to you, and great financing rates on 30 and 15-year loans, all with the discounts on closing costs and commissions presented earlier. And if you're a first-time buyer looking to get into home ownership faster, the Sandia program includes financing options with as little as 3% down, and Home Funded, an exclusive tool that can solve the number one problem that most first-time buyers have, the down payment. With mortgage rates near record lows today, the mortgage payment isn't always the top issue. It's often the down payment, and everyone could probably use a bigger down payment. First, it helps you have a smaller mortgage, which is easier to qualify for, which can help you reduce your mortgage payment, and as well as reduce the need for private mortgage insurance. Finally, if you have a smaller mortgage, it means you'll have less risk of being underwater on your mortgage should housing prices fall. Home buyers used to have to come up with the down payment largely on their own. We see parents helping out with down payments in about 25% of cases. But under traditional mortgage guidelines, any relative can help. But we never see that. It boils down to friction, coming up with gift letters, financial statements, paper checks, and meeting seasoning requirements. All these things get in the way of other relatives lending a hand. And under current rules for conventional mortgages, non-relatives can't lend a hand. But now there's Home Funded, the first and only platform for boosting a down payment. When you set up a Home Funded campaign, it's easy for family and friends to help. Just like when you graduated from high school and sent out graduation cards to your relatives and friends, or like when you got married and sent out wedding invitations to your relatives and friends. You set up a Home Funded campaign and simply let that same group know that you're hoping to buy your first home. Family and friends can make online contributions up to $5,000 per donor via credit or debit card. No offline paperwork and just a few clicks. No upper limit on how much you can receive. And only with Home Funded, the down payment funds are automatically approved by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac when you close your loan. Donations can be pure gift or contingent on purchase, and there are no fees, commissions, or hidden costs to use the platform. The Homefinding platform makes it possible to close the down payment gap fast. Here's a quick look at a Homefinding campaign page. This couple raised nearly $11,000 in just a few weeks from that same network of family and friends. To help encourage things along, we offer a closing cost grant of up to $1,500. It consists of a 2-to-1 match on contributions coming in from family and friends, up to the lesser of $1,500 or 1% of purchase price, towards non-recurring closing costs for first-time homebuyers who complete free homebuyer education prior to signing a purchase contract. And every time you share your campaign with your supporters on social media, you get another $10 towards that $1,500 closing cost grant. Plus, each campaign features Up-It. Up-It helps add even more dollars to the down payment when you and your family and friends all use the Up-It link on your campaign page to shop online. From the Up-It link on your campaign page, you and your family and friends can shop over 1,000 top online retailers offering special deals, and 7.5% of the purchase on average is pledged back towards your down payment. Each retailer's pledge is different. The more family and friends shop from your page, the bigger your down payment pledge gets. And for every $1 in pledges, we'll match an additional $4 towards your $1,500 closing cost grant. All the stores you know and love are part of Up-It: Walmart, Target, Home Depot, and 1,000 others. Once you're pre-qualified for a loan by your loan officer, as part of the Homefinding experience, we cover the cost of a homebuyer education course. This course can be done in just a few hours online or over the phone, your choice. It covers a full range of valuable home buying topics that can make you a smarter buyer and a savvier borrower. And do note that the homebuyer education course needs to be completed prior to signing a purchase contract to qualify for the matching lender grant of up to $1,500. With the Sandia Extras Homefinding and Home Buying program, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Drysdale Properties and Welcome Home Funding bring you local market expertise, professional guidance, competitive mortgage rates, a full range of loan programs, the revolutionary Homefinding down payment boosting platform, and the powerhouse all-in-one loan, plus thousands off commissions and closing costs. Get started today at Sandia Extras and fill out the form on the Welcome Homefinding Drysdale Properties landing page. We'll be in touch to get you on the road to a new home purchase soon. You'll be amazed at the service as well as the savings. And we look forward to working with you, and thanks for watching.